Hey, welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you, and thank you for tuning on in, everybody. If you guys could subscribe here, that'd be great. If not, thanks for stopping by, and don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Also, subscribe to the WQM YouTube page. Watch Tobin and Leroy weekdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And, check us on out there, man. We had some fun heats. I drove Leroy nuts today with some whale stuff at the end of the show. That's up on the page. You guys can go check that out as well. That's like a little teacup segment. It wasn't too long. But if you guys want to check that out, do so. All right, so I want to do a video here, a few thoughts on one Tyler Herro, who is, first of all, he had a post on Instagram. And like, you know, don't get your undies in a bunch over it, all right? But it was, you know, just in a very, you know, basketball sense, it was Goosey's, because he posts a photo and it says "Getting ready for war." #Heat Nation. And I gotta tell you, I like it. I'm like, ooh. All right, then. Let's get ready for this season. Tyler Herro, the starters, not going to Memphis. I think the only ones going are Nico and Jaime, and then it is going to be the Summer League guys. But I was like, oh, all right. And then some of his teammates comment, Kalel Ware goes overly ready. Bam goes twin. UD give him the shout emoji. And then Kevin Love goes CAWB. And then I was like, what the hell does that mean? And then I thought to Birdman. You guys ever remember Birdman? Birdman Anderson? Of course you do. He was the best. I remember John Crotty was interviewing him at the championship parade. And he asked him, why do you think the fan base has embraced you so much? And Birdman goes, and Birdman had like the funniest interviews with Jason Jackson. I love Birdman. And then he just goes, I don't know, maybe because I'm a crazy ass white boy. And the crowd just goes nuts for Birdman. So I thought it was crazy ass white boy, but then Tyler responded and goes, coldest. I was like, oh, so cold-ass white boy. All right. I like it. Tyler Herro had some comments that were perusing today. Jeremy Taché from Bally Sports, the Levitard Show, and of course, his podcast, Miami Mic'd Up. There was one where Tyler Herro had stated that he believes he and Terry Rozier can be one of the best backcourts in the league. Here was the quote. He says, we both believe we're one of the best backcourts in the league, and we both individually think we're one of the best guards in the league. There is a lot of confidence oozing from those two. There was a fun fodder yesterday. I didn't cover the game, but Zachary Weinberger from Clutch Points put a video up, and it was talking about the relationship of Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier. And Terry said, just two guys having fun. And Tyler said, yeah, we don't like each other. But in reality, the backcourt, and Spo had said yesterday, he goes, I don't know why people thought this wasn't going to work. I think the thought of it probably was, well, they both feel like guys who need the ball in their hand, even though knowing, man, Tyler Herro is a dangerous shooter. But the thing is, the ball just doesn't seem to be sticking with anybody on this Heat team, and I think that's the cool thing. And Tyler had also mentioned how, you know, there has been a notice of like this team is emphasizing rim three-pointers. We know Tyler Herro is a badass three-point shooter. Terry Rozier hasn't really shot it too good in the preseason, but you know, like I think we know the ebbs and flows that are Terry Rozier. There's going to be those times where he may go, he can be streaky, like he'll go cold, but man, we can see what Scary Terry is at his best. And both of these guys have been disruptive, snatching basketballs and turning that into points and buckets. So I am very, very excited to see that. I think that's given a lot of optimism for Tyler Herro. Certainly the number one question is, man, can Tyler Herro stay healthy? Can he be on the court for the Miami Heat? Can his body hold up? Can there not be some fluke ankle twist? And also, will there not be a groin pull or a sore knee here? Can his body withstand? Like, it's been the biggest question. Why there's been so many rumors and why there has been so much time around fodder around him over his career. So he's but come in with what seems just like with an A+ attitude. And yeah, you can just genuinely watch, like, he is kind of patrolling around out there. He does not have the ball in his hands a lot. He's on the outside. And I'll tell you one thing that I haven't seen, and I'm sure you guys haven't noticed it either, because there haven't been a lot of middies, but one of my things with Tyler has always been, when you watch him, like, he just likes things clean and he can reset, but it's almost like he'll pass up a shot and let things catch up rather than just let that puppy fly. Now he has this safety blanket go-to thing, and he is really good at it. And it's the floater. It's the baby float. It's, he is got one of the prettiest floaters in the league, the Float Mingo. That thing is automatic, but it's not like, but it's not necessarily the most efficient shot in the world. And it's not the most intimidating shot. And it doesn't draw contact, and it doesn't draw defenders, and so it's just kind of like a run-of-the-mill 2-pointer. You're not going to get any foul calls off that. You're not going to draw any double teams. You're not going to kick it open to shooters on it. So, and you haven't really seen, I don't think I've seen him hit one in his 3 games this preseason. I remember, and it's like you can almost think on your head, like, yeah, I remember that one, he kind of got in trouble and he had a tough midi. Same thing with Terry Rozier, but like, unless they're really like bogged down, the ball's been humming, and they all seem like they're buying in. So very excited to see what that turns into. Pat Riley had a quote on Tyler Herro today when he was speaking to the media. We dove into a lot of Pat's comments in another video. If you guys want my thoughts on, like, what he said about Jimmy, what he said about the state of the team. But this was from Tim Reynolds. Tim Reynolds tweeted this out. Tim tweeted out, Pat said he's thrilled with Tyler Herro's preseason. Quote, I love his attitude, his approach to the game. He looks quicker. He looks more dynamic. And defensively, is he going to lead the league in steals? Man, he gets his hand on everything. We were talking about this. Like, Tyler Herro, he's been, like, of all the thievery that's going on with the Miami Heat. And Tyler's shown, like, an ability of this. Because, yeah, he has the T-Rex arms. He's not the best at staying in front of people, and certainly has been hunted by teams. But I've never thought Tyler Herro's a lazy defender. You've watched him these years. I've never thought Tyler Herro's a guy who doesn't give a shit. There are guys out there you're like, that dude ain't trying. That dude is just like turnstile. I do think this is something Tyler Herro really wants to work to get better on. He's made himself sturdier with adding some muscle. And yeah, this team has really made an emphasis after just getting after it. Hey, the ball's going to pop. We know people are going to look, get in those lanes. Let's make our defense in with offense. I'm really excited to see that. This was Tyler actually earlier in the week, him talking about his defense.
Just being disruptive, trying to get in the passing lanes, use my speed to get deflections and get steals. I don't got the longest arms, but I'm fast and quick. I can use my speed to be disruptive in my own way. And then obviously around Jimmy, Bam, 2 of our anchors on defense. Obviously they're able to protect in a different way. So just trying to fly around and make plays knowing they got my back.
So the coolest thing that probably happened today, other than Tyler Herro's CAWB Instagram post, was a lot of player rankings. Everybody's doing a player ranking now. ESPN. It used to just be ESPN, but then everybody comes out with a player ranking. Now, Tyler was ranked earlier in the summer 87th by CBS. We talked about that in another video. We talked about it with him when we sat down with him at Media Day. And he even took that in great stride. Laughed at it and mocked it tongue-in-cheek with us, but he was pretty low. And I kind of got it. I'm like, all right, 87 is pretty freaking low for him. Then, like, I think it was more in the realm of like 76 that came out from ESPN. I'm like, all right, it's like, that's more in the ball. It's low, but it's like, all right, you're not disgracing him on this ranking. So they put him at like 76. All right. Fine, whatever. And you miss half a season, like they do knock you a lot on availability. Like, cool, whatever. I'm not gonna get crazy about it. So it wasn't. I guess I went into this thinking like I'm not gonna be surprised to either not see Tyler Herro on rankings or see him very low on rankings. But today, how about this? So inside the NBA did their own player rankings, and they each did one. Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. They all did their own rankings. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, oh. So I thought in the top 50, I'm like, well, I haven't seen Tyler Herro on a top 50 list yet this summer. But let me see, where they got, because I kind of went into it thinking like, all right, where's Jimmy? Where's Bam? But immediately, Charles Barkley stood out because I was like, wait a minute. He's got Tyler Herro on the list. Wait a minute. He's got Tyler Herro higher on the list than this guy. So here was Charles Barkley's rankings. He had Tyler Herro 42nd on the list. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of respect for Tyler Herro from Charles Barkley, especially you consider the other rankings that are around. And then you look at the people that Charles Barkley ranks behind Tyler Herro, and check this puppy out. He has, in perhaps the funniest ranking, because Tyler Herro has been in plenty of rumors with this guy. How many are legit? How many are just internet created? And how many trade machines have the Heat fan put him in? I'm guilty. But he has Tyler Herro at 42 and Donovan Mitchell at 43. Now, they just put out the list. I guess they're going to discuss all this next week. I guess on their tip-off day on Tuesday. But he has Tyler Herro ranked above Donovan Mitchell. Not only that, has him ranked above Trae Young, who's 46 on his list, and Bradley Beal, who's 47th on his list. CJ McCollum was 50 on his list, by the way, but he has not been in CJ McCollum rumors. But I found that. I was like, how about that? Charles Barkley has Tyler Herro above three guys who have been, kicked around, rumored, connected to the Heat, whatever. More so Beal and Spida. And he's got the 24-year-old sharpshooter from the Miami Heat above Spida and above Bradley Beal and above Trae Young. 41, he has Naz Reid. 40, Derek White. 39, Karl-Anthony Towns. Julius Randle. He has Damian Lillard at 37. He's only got Damian Lillard, 5 spots above Tyler Herro. He's got Brandon Ingram above that at 36. Let's see. Maxi's at 30 for him. DeRozan at 28. Ja Morant at 27. And then he's got Jimmy Butler at 24. So Jimmy comes into the top 25 of Chuck's thing. More respectable than he was on the ESPN roster. He's got Porzingis above him. That's ridiculous. Victor Wembanyama at 22. Way more reasonable than ESPN, who's throwing him at 11. And then Domantas Sabonis at 21. So that was Charles Barkley's. So I was like, damn, Chuck's giving some love to Boy Wonder. But then Shaquille O'Neal popped in with his rankings, and Shaq has Tyler Herro at 38 on the rankings, above Tyrese Maxey, who he has at 39. Man, you're a Heat lifer, Shaq. I love that, man. All right, I forgive what you said about Chris Quinn, dude. Because think about this. You will not find a ranking alive right now, not one, that will have the balls to put Tyler Herro still above Tyrese Maxey. Not one. And he's got him in the top 40 in the league right now. I friggin' love it. He's got, let's see, what else has Shaq got of note? Who are the guys else that he has above? He's got him above He's got Sabonis low. He's got Sabonis at 42. I love this Shaq list. This is like my petty list if I had a petty list. Yeah, there's no other notable guards he's really got there other than Maxey. Jalen Green of the Rockets. DiVincenzo at 50. Harden at 49. Above Tyler, 39, Alperen Şengün. Pascal Siakam at 36, Jaren Jackson, Drew Holiday at 34, LaMelo Ball 33, De'Aaron Fox. Where do we get to the Heat again? He's got Victor Wembanyama at 31. Again, I think the media is going way too crazy with Victor. I like Wembanyama. I'm not rooting against him by any means. I'm just like, whoa, we're getting good. One, I don't think that Spurs team is very good. And two, I think he's still got a lot of stuff he's got to work on. But he is a mother bleeper. He is tall, and he is definitely a challenge to shoot around and shoot over. There's no doubt about that. He has Trae Young very high on his list. He has Trae Young at 23. He has Karl-Anthony Towns at 24. Randall at 25. He has, oh man, Kawhi Leonard. Bro, did you see that Kawhi Leonard news today? Whew. That's hard times, Daddy. Bradley Beal he has at 30, so he has Bradley Beal above Tyler Herro. Trae Young he has at 23. And then Jimmy Butler. He has Jimmy Butler at 21. So I'm assuming Bam Adebayo is going to be in the top 20 for Charles Barkley and for Shaquille O'Neal. But, man, pretty good. I was like, oh, look at Tyler Herro getting a little love from the Hall of Famers. Kenny Smith's list, it could go to hell, dude. Kenny Smith, his list was, he had Bam and Jimmy. He had Bam at 29, Jimmy at 27. He's got Sabonis above Bam. He's got Cat above Bam. He's got De'Aaron Fox above Bam and Jimmy. Got Maxey above Bam and Jimmy. He's got Paul George above Bam and Jimmy. He's got Drew Holiday above Bam and Jimmy. Paolo Banchero above Bam and Jimmy. Tyler Herro is not in his top 50. But, listen. Let's see. This is the combined scoring they do. Okay, so this is combined amongst everybody. In the combined scoring of everybody, they have Tyler Herro at 46. That's who they got. So, like, when they put their algorithm together for all three guys, Tyler's in the top 50. Which, again, not really in any of the other national publications. So, good for Tyler getting that love from the legends. Kenny Smith, do better, dude.